We're Joe and Esther. Every journey starts the same way. Grab coffee and go. From quiet beaches to hidden parks and places most people pass by, this is Wheels of Passion. Come ride with us. Today we're visiting Old Mission San Juan Bautista, one of California's most historic landmarks. As we arrive in San Juan Bautista, it's hard not to notice how much of its historic character has been preserved. The streets, the buildings, and the mission itself all serve as reminders of California's early days. Standing before the mission, it's easy to appreciate both its size and its significance. The long white facade stretches across the landscape and immediately captures your attention. Founded in 1797, Old Mission San Juan Bautista has stood here for more than 2 centuries, witnessing California's transformation from a Spanish colony to the modern state we know today. Today we're exploring everything: the grounds, the visitor center, the museum, the church, and the beautiful courtyard gardens, to discover what makes this mission one of the most fascinating stops along California's historic Mission Trail. Our first stop is the Visitor Center. I always like starting here because it provides the background and context that helps bring the rest of the visit to life. The exhibits introduce visitors to the mission's founding, the people who lived and worked here, and the important role the mission played in early California history. As you browse the displays, you begin to appreciate just how much history these walls have witnessed. Through earthquakes, political changes, and more than 200 years of California history, the mission remains one of the state's best preserved historic landmarks. And of course, before we go any further, it's time for a tradition that many mission visitors know well. Passport stamp time. If you're collecting California Mission passport stamps like we are, this is always a fun part of the visit. Each stamp marks another stop along the Mission Trail and serves as a reminder of the unique history found at every location. With the passport stamped and another mission officially added to the collection, it's time to head inside the museum. Walking through the museum offers a fascinating glimpse into daily life during the Mission era. The exhibits showcase religious artifacts, farming tools, household items, furniture, and historical displays that help tell the story of the people who lived here centuries ago. It's easy to forget that missions were much more than churches. They were self-contained communities where people lived, worked, learned trades, and carried out the daily activities necessary to support the settlement. The museum does an excellent job of transforming historical dates and events into something more tangible. Looking at the objects that were once used by real people helps connect us to a time that otherwise feels very distant. Next, we make our way into the church. Stepping through the doors, the atmosphere changes immediately. The church is impressive in both its size and simplicity. Massive adobe walls, wooden beams overhead, and natural light filtering through the windows create a peaceful and reflective environment. There's a quiet sense of history here that is difficult to describe. For generations, people have gathered in this space for worship, celebrations, and important moments in their lives. The altar and religious artwork add beauty and detail to the interior, while the architecture itself reflects the craftsmanship and dedication involved in building a structure that has endured for more than 2 centuries. Movie enthusiasts may also recognize this location from Alfred Hitchcock's classic film, Vertigo, which helped introduce the Mission to audiences around the world. But even without its Hollywood connection, the church remains one of the most impressive and memorable parts of the entire Mission complex. Leaving the church, we step into one of the Mission's most peaceful areas, the courtyard garden. Filled with flowers, greenery, and open space, the courtyard offers a welcome contrast to the historic interiors. This area provides an opportunity to slow down and appreciate the quieter side of the Mission. It's easy to imagine how residents may have used these gardens for relaxation, reflection, and daily activities many years ago. The combination of natural beauty and historic surroundings creates one of the most relaxing spaces on the property. Whether you're interested in photography, history, or simply enjoying a peaceful setting, the courtyard is a wonderful place to spend a few moments taking it all in. And just like that, our visit to Old Mission San Juan Bautista is coming to an end. After exploring the grounds, the museum, the church, and the gardens, it's easy to understand why this mission remains one of California's most treasured historic sites. What makes this place special isn't just its age or architecture. It's the opportunity to step into a location where so much of California's early history remains visible and preserved for future generations. If you're exploring California's Mission Trail, Old Mission San Juan Bautista is absolutely worth adding to your itinerary. Thank you for joining us on today's adventure. If you enjoyed this tour, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along as we continue exploring the places, history, and destinations that make California such an incredible place to discover. Until next time, grab your coffee and go.